And I suppose anyone that was listening to Claire Byrne yesterday would have been struck by the very sad story and the uplifting nature, though, also of Claire Colum, when she spoke about her daughter Kate. Kate Colum was from Strokestown in Roscommon, and she was 5 years old when she died following a severe strep A infection on 31st of March 2023. She'd been admitted to Sligo University Hospital on the Wednesday that week, and she became very ill. Kate had Down syndrome and was a very robust little girl, and it was unusual for her to be ill. Kate's parents knew that something was wrong when they brought her into hospital, when they placed their trust in the diagnosis made by the medical staff that it was a nasty virus. And she met all the criteria for a diagnosis of sepsis, and she should have been treated accordingly on the Wednesday, but an opportunity was missed. She was monitored as if she was suffering with the virus would pass, and then she was discharged from hospital on the Thursday morning before readmitted by ambulance early Friday morning. Although the medical staff in Sligo University Hospital made tremendous effort to save Kate's life, it was too late. Last week, an inquest ruled that her death occurred as a result of medical misadventure. The coroner's court found that the seriousness of her condition was missed when she was first admitted to hospital. And I suppose why I'm raising this today is that it was listening to the kind of the strength and the positivity of Kate's mother, Claire, when she had, and I've raised this in the Shannon before, is that one factor, and this made me the way in which children with Down syndrome or who are now neurodivergent can present to doctors and health professionals when they're ill. They may react differently to the hospital environment or not demonstrate the same signs as other children who are seriously ill. So having different methods of triaging patients with additional needs is something that I previously raised about this. Equality does not mean treating everyone identically. It does mean, though, taking difference into account to ensure an equal outcome. Kate's parents, Claire and Matthew, have talked about how their passing would not define their life. They remember Kate as being a fun-loving child who loved play, school, farming, chocolate buttons and jigsaws, and they have very generously turned their grief into action and have agreed to help the HSE to better train staff in accessing the needs of children with Down syndrome or that are neurodivergent. The training programme incorporates the letters of Kate's name: K for kind, A for alert, T for time, and E for experts. And I just wanted to raise this because I was very, I suppose like anyone that was listening to the show, was very touched by Kate's mother and the way she spoke about her daughter. And also I want to express my condolences to Claire and Matty and her brothers Matthew and Daniel and the other members of her family. And I suppose the loss of a child is a loss that no parent should endure. And I hope that their generosity of spirit will be enthusiastically taken up by the HSE. Thank you.